everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Christy and the channel name is Yarn Bar. Yarn Bar. I had made this video at least a month ago and I'm doing a voiceover now because I got myself all I made this whole video and I had no audio. So I am using an external mic now, which I hope is working. It looks to be on the record level. Display volume control, okay? So anyway, so what I'm doing here is I'm just telling you what's been going on, and I'm showing my hands. What happened was my hands got all full of this black stuff. I've been having robberies at the house, so I'm booby trapping things. Unfortunately, I got this black stuff all over my hands and it doesn't want to come off. And then I think I bought some mascara adhesive for fake eyelashes, which I've never been able to figure out how to put the damn things on. But it was black and I got that on my hands and that didn't want to come off. So that product went in the garbage. But I love everything I get from Temu, only a couple things I don't. So I'm telling you folks why it's been so long since I put up a video. I was waving my hands around and trying to, and oh yeah, by the way, I am wearing a Temu headband. It looks like my hair, but it's not. But it matches the hair color. And I've got a Temu hairpiece in the back. So our hairpieces are really affordable. And it's fun to change your look up, you know, just it's kind of like rearranging the furniture in your house. It's just not as much work. This is fun to kind of change your look up. But unfortunately, I've got more gray in my hair now since I made this video, so next thing I have to put on the list is a box of hair dye to match the hair pieces. But I do hope this audio is recording. I had gotten winnings from Dress in Stitches. My name got picked out of 161 people, I think she said. And I'm like, oh my God, and I'll be showing you that. She sent me this beautiful project bag. In fact, I wonder if I can fast forward any of this stuff. Because I'm talking here and he can't hear me. It really bites. Oh, let's see. I'm trying to move them. I'm using Magic's Movie Edit Pro Suite, which I will not recommend to anyone. It costs a lot of money. I've been using the Magic's movie editing programs since, I don't know, 2010. No, before that even. It's like 2006, 2008. And of course, technology has advanced a lot more. And I used to use a SEP camera and cord to an card, then put the SD card into the computer and upload it into Magic's. And that's where I can make the magic happen with music, titling, things like that. Well, now I've got a webcam, and that's what I used to record this video. Problem was, it did not record the audio. So, I guess I might as well just stop this right here and take a look and make sure we're getting audio so I'm not talking to myself throughout the whole dang video. That is really frustrating. Testing 1, 2, 3. I do believe it was working that time. I just double checked it, adjusted the audio so I'm not blowing out anyone's eardrums. So anyway, I'm just yabbering away like I usually do. I was all caffeined up and happy to finally get to show my happy mail. And I was telling stories. And I don't know, sometimes my brain goes off, you know, takes a left turn somewhere. And I'll start talking about something totally unrelated. But something must have got me started on it. But I remember telling you guys that I'd gone to the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus as a kid because my uncle worked for them. And when the circus would come into town in New York City, every year I'd get to go at least once or twice. He'd get us tickets. So I was a pretty lucky kid to see a real three-ring circus back in the day. And I was telling you guys, back in the day, when you first walked in to the circus, it smelled so bad. Oh my God. You're like, phew, because the elephants were right there. They were right there. You could feed them peanuts. And that's what I had done. I put a peanut inside of an elephant's trunk, not knowing better, and he sneezed. And he covered my face with elephant snot. And my mother was horrified. She grabs these Kleenex out of her pocketbook, and she's valiantly trying to remove elephant snot from my face. So and I had a great time. I mean, you don't know what to look at, especially as a kid. It's sensory overload. So I was, you know what? Ask these creative hands. Have their family, since they can read lips, tell me what I'm saying. Because I don't know. But let's see, if I can fast forward that, that would be so good. I don't know if I can. I can't stop the video. I would have to stop the recording. I'd love to fast forward it. Alright, let me try something else. I'll stop the recording like I did before. And then I'll fast forward to the place. Oh wait, I'm getting something. Hold on, I'm getting something. What am I getting? Oh, your Mama G gear. I had won her monthly box. So that was a whole lot of goodies in there. A lot of yarn. And with this, I got this beautiful bag, a project bag, and I had matching bag inside. And I just got so many nice things. And of course, right now, everything's still in this room. But I am missing a few things. I'm not missing my project bag. I'm not missing the yarn box from Nancy. Oh, sorry. No, I just had a brain fart. Mama G gear, who we all know and love. I see what I'm opening. I think I've gotten Happy Mail from Nancy MacDonald. Nancy Mac. She's my Jersey girl, because she lives up in Jersey, and I'm from Jersey. I'm from Jersey. You from Jersey? And she sent me wool because she's allergic to it. She asked me if I was allergic to wool. I said, not that I'm aware of. Oh, I see what I'm opening. This is the bag that Thrift sent me. This beautiful project bag. And it's got all kinds of pockets for your hooks and your notion pouch. Yeah, one of my notion pouches was stolen. It was on the bed. I had it on the bed down near the foot of the bed. And I do have a bunch of mail down there, and I did have my some crocheting project down. It was a long bed, so. And I had my Sophie's Universe book. That's gone. That's got stolen. And by the time I realize it's gone, at least a month has gone by. So it's long gone, either Goodwill or, you know, sold on Mercari or eBay or something. But anyway, they didn't take the project bag. I will be showing the wool from Nancy. It's beautiful. I'm not allergic to wool, at least not that I'm aware of. So I said, how nice, I'll have to make Nancy something with it. And I'm like, no, duh, she's allergic to wool, remember? Duh. And look, see, I was given a Japanese knot bag. Isn't that pretty? See it? See, one handle short, and there's a pouch inside of it. Ooh. Now, I'm missing that pouch. I don't see that pouch anywhere. I do not see that pouch anywhere. Nope, it's not in the project bag. So yeah, the guy, and I'm pretty 99% sure I know who it is. These are people I took in when they were homeless. I just bought the place, I think on March 17th, I closed on the house. I moved in on April 1st, the same day the people were moving out. Well, so that was kind of crazy, us trying to move stuff in and where to put it. Those people moving out. And so yeah, it was really kind of a lot of bedlam going on, too much going on. My brain has trouble processing a lot of stuff happening all at once. But there, look at that beautiful project bag, and that's from Thrift. And it comes with a long strap, which I'm looking at right now, so they didn't get that. But the notion pouch is the one that had the blue metal case that slid open, and I put all my favorite metal hooks in it because it was magnetic. And I'm sure in the notions pouch are some of my bait hooks. Thank God I didn't have any burls hooks in there that I'm aware of. Pretty sure my burls hooks are separate. But he just comes in and picks what he wants. And I don't notice stuff right away because, well, yeah, my room is a mess. It looks like the tornado went through it. I've only got one little closet in that bedroom. There's no place to put anything. I covered up my garden tub with the wood slats that used to hold my full-size bed up. I covered it up just to put stuff on, which is, what do you think I put on it? 3 guesses, the first 2 don't count. Boxes of yarn. So I think I'm going to need to do a giveaway because I've got way too much that I'm not using. And, so yeah, Nancy, I'll be showing Nancy Mack's beautiful wool yarn, and that was from Thrifts and Stitches. I just love her to pieces. She's a sweet soul. She's a giving, caring, very caring person, compassionate person, and she's so talented. Very talented, upbeat, positive person. I love watching her. She has blessed me more than once. And I won't get into detail, but I will tell you she has reached out and blessed me. And then I won that contest from her. I'm like, oh my gosh, how lucky am I, you know? And then I'll be showing the yarn. Let's see what's coming up next. I'm watching myself here. I wish I could read my lips. But I was telling stories. I probably told the story about my dad in the restaurant. But he was a pisser. The restaurant was popular not just because of its food, but because of my dad's personality. And he was a good-looking man. Oh my God, he was a handsome man. I mean, he really was. He was better looking than Elvis Presley. Even other men would say, your dad's a good-looking man. And men didn't do that, especially back then. But he was my daddy. I didn't think of him in terms of good-looking, but I look back and I say, man, he was a handsome son of a gun. And he had thick Greek hair, black hair. He had that full head of hair to the day he died, except at that point it got kind of gray. Excuse me. Gotten kind of gray. I do remember getting a lock of his hair when he was in the hospital bed and he passed away. You know, I mean, that was a bad day. That was a bad day driving to the hospital knowing that Daddy was gone. And we all have to go through it. We all go through it. Everybody loses a loved one, parent, a sibling. We all go to a pet. It's life, and it's hard, you know, so it's, the crochet community keeps me from jumping off a bridge, and I think this is going to be the yarn that Mama G sent, I think. I'm not sure. I have to open it to see. It's like a surprise all over again. Watching myself here. So I've got my scissors handy, that's good. So half the times I forget the scissors to open it, and I gotta stop what I'm doing, go back into the bedroom, get the scissors, come back into this room. I call this my production room. And I have a lock on it. But the last time I left the house for any length of time was, I think, around the 5th or 6th of June. It was a Tuesday. I had a gynecological appointment. So I was gone for a few hours. When I came home, I'm looking for my keys, which I have 2 sets of keys, and one set of keys was on my porch swing. So obviously, the bad guy said, gee, thanks, Christy, for making it so easy for me to break and enter into your house. He still knows that stealing is wrong. He does know entering into someone's home is wrong. Even if the keys are there, even if the door is unlocked. I didn't invite you. You're a thief. You're a thief. You broke and entered. And of course, I didn't notice things until a few days ago. I said, uh-oh, where's this? Uh-oh, where's that? So now I keep putting off filing a police report because I don't have central air. I just have room air conditioners. And the kitchen's a mess too. I got cat poop I got to clean up, and dirty litter boxes. I mean, it's hard for me. I'm halfway crippled most of the time. So yeah, things are not the way I used to keep things at all. So I'm embarrassed to have anyone come over, and that's the truth. So I guess when I do call, I'll just have to keep them outside, say, I'm sorry, I can't let you in my house, it's a mess. I know they don't care, but they would want to know what the point of access was, and you're going to have to tell them, well, that one day I left my keys on the porch swing. Anytime he sees my truck is not in the driveway is when he comes over. So I have a lock on my bedroom door, I have a lock on my production room, which I'm in right now. I have door alarms that scream, you know, beep, 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 real loud when you open the door. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing here? Why am I waving my arm around with scissors? What am I saying? Deanna! What am I saying? How one of your kids look and read my lips. It's terrible, I know. Well, I was using the microphone that's built into the USB camera. So then I went and bought a separate microphone. So the next time I make a video, I'll be using this microphone and the webcam and hoping it comes out. I'm a mess today. I haven't showered. I haven't, just sweaty and look like hell. No makeup, no teeth. You know? Not camera ready, let's just put it that way. I would scare the buzzard off a crap wagon. Anyway, it looks like I'm working hard to get this package open. Oh, you like that t-shirt I'm wearing? Isn't that patriotic? Guess where I bought it from? 2 guesses, and the 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count. Temu. Where else? Probably less than $5. I usually don't spend any more than $5 on anything that I buy from Temu. Everything is so affordable. That's why you see me posting links on my Facebook page. But it's hard to get a new app user to sign up because everybody knows about it now. But I did finally get 1 free item, actually 2. I got some more lights to put up behind me on the wall. More string lights, I got them for free. And I got my baby. I got a little baby boy. Yay! And he's so adorable. He even has real little eyelashes. And he's wearing a onesie. And when I looked underneath his onesie, he's got a little diaper on. I'm like, oh my God, how cute. And he's got a pacifier, and it's magnetized so it sticks to his lips. He came with a baby bottle, and he came with a birth certificate. So I haven't named him, and if I name him, because I can turn him into a girl too, right? Because he's bald, basically. I can easily turn him into a girl. So let's just say my dolly is transgender. It can be anything it wants to be, any day it wants to be it. So look, look at that gorgeous blue, guys. That's from Nancy MacDonald. That's from my Jersey girl. Gotta love her to pieces. She takes care of, I think, her elderly dad, and I know how hard that is, because I did the same when I was married. My daddy had Parkinson's disease later on in life. I could no longer leave him by himself at home in the apartment in Linden. We were moving out of the area, and I couldn't leave him all alone. So I moved him in with us. First thing he did was urinated on the carpet. And he even said, don't look now, but I'm pissing on your carpet. Like, oh, Daddy, no! It was a passive-aggressive maneuver. He was not happy about being taken out of his apartment. You know, I understand. He lived there for, since I was 15. So at least 30 years or more. But yeah, we needed to keep an eye on him. And it got to the point I'd have to lock him in the bedroom at night so he wouldn't wander around the house and try to cook in the middle of the night and burn the house down. So it really broke my heart when I finally had to go looking for a decent nursing home, and I did. I found a very good one. And that's where I had to put him in a nursing home, and it broke my heart. But I couldn't stay home and watch him 24 hours out of the day. I have to sleep sometimes. Oh, we've got a Windows update. Your device will restart to update outside of active hours. Remember to leave it on, open settings to adjust, blah, 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 blah. I could have had it restart now, but this would be very inconvenient, being that I'm trying to get this video pulled together. So yeah, anybody dealing with an elderly parent knows it's different. You know, we come into the world like babies. I think we leave the world like babies. We come in as a child, we leave as a child. You know, we get to the age where you need people to do things for you. I know I do. I just don't have the money to pay people. That's the problem. I'd love to have somebody come in and help me do some housekeeping. It cost me $50 to have my handyman come by and mow the lawn. I can't afford him to mow twice a month. That's $100. I still got to eat. I got 3 cats to feed. I got chickens. And I want to thank whoever the angel was that sent me chicken feed. I got 2 boxes from Chewy. Each one contained a big bag of chicken feed and a big, like a 30-pound bag of cat food, dry cat food. They wouldn't tell, I don't know who it is. It's just an angel. Tank said if they wanted you to know, they would tell you. And she's the one that gave me the heads up. And then somebody had seen my video about, being blessed, a little short that I made. 68 years old. So she PayPal'd me $68. Can you imagine? A total stranger. I'm like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. See, there are good people in the world. There's just those few bad guys that I seem to always attract. I've been robbed. I've been stalked. I had stalkers in the past. One guy, he ended up in the newspaper. He tried to put a hit out on me. Turned out that a kid I knew from grade school was locked up with him in the county and had heard him talking about wanting to have me killed. And I went to the police department in Elizabeth, New Jersey. Well, I lived in Linden, but I went to Elizabeth because he was in the county. I don't know if he was in the county jail or not. Yeah, that's right. He was in the county jail, probably for violating a restraining order. I have restraining orders on him. That didn't stop him. Women have been shot and killed with their restraining orders in their hands. So, nothing's going to stop the bad guy when they want to bother you or hurt you. So no matter what I'm doing here, it doesn't seem to be stopping anybody. And now I got this guy, this John, I'm pretty sure his name is John Calzada. And there's a runner-up called Johnny Whitaker. So, that's my two suspects. But John Calzada, he moved in with I took them in. They were homeless. I said, you take care of the house, I will take care of you. Right? I'm figuring they've had a rough life, I'll give them a hand up. What would Jesus do? I was still driving a truck. I had 6 cats. I just got the house, 6 months prior. Not even 6 months. I took them in July. By, I think, September, October, 3 months I had to throw them out. And he got arrested. She already had an active warrant out for her arrest. Cops come to one door, she runs out the other. I had no idea these people were bad. People don't come with a sign around their neck saying, I'm a scumbag. I'm no good, I'm a piece of crap. And I'm so loving and gullible and naive that I don't know that. I am on the spectrum of Asperger's. Not autism. Mommy thought it was autism, but no, it's actually Asperger's. And yeah, we do tend to be very loving and trusting and gullible of people and naive. I grew up an only child, so I didn't have any big siblings to warn me, to teach me things. I lived a very sheltered life. When I got home from school, I went right to my room and played my music or did some studying, homework, I didn't go out and do things, play with other kids. I'm going to have to pause this for a second. Okay, testing, 1, 2, 3. Is it working? Yes. So like I said, I didn't go out and play with other kids. We didn't even grow up in a neighborhood. Actually, I grew up right on the main street in Linden. Because my dad owned a restaurant there. And we were maybe a block from the train station. So it was a great location for Dad in the restaurant. And then after a few years, he sold the restaurant, went to work for the post office because he only had me and his wife. That's why he never bought a house. And Mommy wanted him to buy a house. But he's like, why? It's just the 3 of us. We don't need a house. So that got shot down, which is a bummer. I grew up right on the main street of Linden. I had one of those cute little pedal cars that were the big thing back in the 50s. And I would drive up and down Wood Avenue and hand out tickets to people. You're not smiling. You get a ticket. You're walking too fast. You get a ticket. You even give a cop a ticket. They all knew me, everybody knew Mom and Dad and me. In fact, that's the reason I'm hard of hearing. When I was a baby, they used to put me, I was an infant, park me right in front of the jukebox at the local adult liquid refreshment station, otherwise known as a bar. And the jukebox would play and blast the music, and the bar is crowded and noisy, and I'd sleep through it all. So anybody that knows me knows I sleep the sleep of the dead. So it looks like we're opening up. This must be Mama G's box, the monthly winnings. I could not believe I won the monthly winning. Wow. You know, you get on winning streaks sometimes. I know I won from Granny D like 2 weeks ago. And Dinky Crafts Jennifer sent me something, so I must have won from her too. And she lives across the pond. Dinky Crafts Jennifer's over in the UK. I mean, shoot, I don't mail anything if it isn't in the lower 48, you know, because of the price of postage and everything. But I'm going to get some mailings out tomorrow, which is Monday. The post office is open. I want to mail some stuff to Granny. I want to mail some stitch markers to Granny D, but I got some stuff from Mama G. I have some things for my dear friend Sharon. She's going to be my age, 69, on the 10th of July. She is battling stage 4 melanoma. God bless. Stage 4 melanoma. She was not going to do chemo, but she is doing it now. In fact, she asked the doctor, "Doctor, how are my chances?" And he looked at her and he said, "I'll double the chemo." And I love this woman. I've known her since 2010 when I worked for Celadon. 10 years. She drove a truck. She just, you know, she can tell you stories, and you're riveted to every one of them, and they're all true. And she's been through a lot of trauma in her life, and now she's got a house full of cats, 8 or 9, all rescues, and a rescue dog. You know, women that have been through a lot of trauma do tend to look to soothe themselves in other ways. And so yes, I hoard yarn. I have 3 cats. I used to have 6. So at least I've downsized a little bit. But yeah, this is trauma. It's trauma related because it feels like that's something we can control. I can control how much yarn I buy. I can control how many cats I have. Oh, look at this. It's a beautiful silk bag from Darn Good Yarn that Mama G put in the box for me. Isn't that pretty? Silk. Darn Good Yarn, because I guess she's an affiliate. She does a lot of stuff with Darn Good Yarn. Oh, here we go. Here's a fan. I was laughing because you know what? I still get hot flashes. Menopause is the misery that never ends. Just doesn't end. I've got the air conditioner on in here. I hope you guys don't hear it. But I'm showing all the things. So I'm getting a pretty fan. I know when I used to go to church, they had fans in the what do you call pews? The pews. They had places where they put the daily missive and the Bibles. They pick up a Bible and go to whatever chapter the preacher's reading about. But they also had fans, and you could fan yourself in the church on the hot days. I haven't been to that particular church in a long time, since COVID actually. Because I had bought lots of nice church clothes for Sunday, and I'd go to Goodwill and get, you know, dresses and skirts and things like that. In fact, speaking of dresses, I just ordered one from Temu. And Tank sent me an early birthday present. She sent me this beautiful long, down to almost to the floor. You know, hits the top of my feet basically. It's a caftan. I love it. It's, you know what? That's the most comfortable darn thing to go out in, because you've got air circulating all around your body now. And I don't wear anything underneath. I didn't wear a bra. You couldn't tell because I'm small bosomed. And I just, you know, wear a pair of panties or a pair of deep pants, whatever's your pleasure. And you're dressed. I put on decent flip-flop sandals that I got from Temu, as opposed to my regular flip-flops. But here I'm showing all the beautiful yarns that Mama G had sent. And then again, the lips are just going Mile a minute. Dee, I need you. What am I saying? Yeah, I think that t-shirt from Timu was less than $5. And she sent me all kinds of nice things. I got the stitch markers. By the way, guys, I've gotten into making stitch markers, and they're really coming out beautiful. I don't think I make any two the same. Some of them have the earring, what do you call them, the lever back earring kind to clip onto your yarn. Some of them have lobster clasps. So, and I have different size lobster clasps. I have real little ones for smaller projects or light projects like baby yarn or thread. I have the bigger ones that work great for worsted weight 4 and up. And they're just so pretty. I don't know if I want to sell them on Etsy only because they take a cut. I'd rather just do it through Facebook, like through Yarn Bar. Say, hey guys, this is what I got. You know, what do you have? Make an offer. But again, I'll just keep it mailing within the lower 48. And I may charge $4 shipping. Even if they cost me $5, I'll charge $4. You know, but I'd like to get them out there, and I'll be gifting some. I am working on some crochet projects. What do we got here? Aha, yes, that's, I love that. That's, oh yeah, they didn't steal that notion pouch. They didn't get that one. That one I believe is in my bedroom. But I like those things, and the needle threaders, and they work for yarn needle threading, so they're real helpful. And some days, like, I got really shaky hands. I don't know if that's due to the stroke I had, or the stress that I'm feeling, being that I keep being traumatized by the break-ins. They stole my Sophie's Universe book. That dang thing wasn't cheap. They stole my Sophie's Universe. Oh yeah, where's that kit? Okay, I think it's right here. Yes, they didn't steal the amigurumi kit. He's got to be in, and he's in and out so fast and nobody sees anything. Nobody sees a dang thing. And I told my neighbor about it. She's got cameras. She did find a Bud Light can in her yard. She has asked me if I drank Bud Light. I said, I don't even drink anymore. You know? So I got to thinking I ain't as much fun since I quit drinking. I used to love my Budweiser. But then again, I was a trucker. You know, truckers work hard, we play hard. I'd come home on the weekend, and man, I'd suck down as many brewskis as I possibly could. And in the meantime, I'm cooking, I'm doing laundry, I'm getting ready to head back out again. So I have to pack a lot of life into a very short amount of time. So showing all the wonderful things she sent. I think yes, ice yarn. Mama G sent me ice yarn. Everybody wants ice yarn. Yes, and oh yeah, that's a cute hat. That's right here. I see it, they didn't steal that. Yeah, one night I think he broke in because I had 3 pins, beautiful jeweled pins, all the same one, and I put them all 3 of them in here, and I didn't lock the door. The next morning I get ready to go to the post office, they're not here. And you can ask Tank, I was having a nervous breakdown because I didn't lock the door. That many broke in at night and I didn't hear it. You know, so I'm sleeping with a loaded rifle right now. It's locked and loaded. I'm begging, I'm praying that the son of a gun will break in now. When I'm home, sleeping, and he thinks I'm sleeping. That's another thing I've been doing is staying up until 5 in the morning. Then I don't wake up until 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I really don't want to get up that late. Oh, what have we got here? More goodies. Okay, I can't see. I think that's a cross stitch something, maybe needlepoint type of thing. See? I don't know. I did love everything she sent. Mama G is awesome. I really love the lady. Her and Rusty they're so much fun to watch. They recently lost a beloved, cherished kitty cat. So they were dealing with that when people brought them a kitten because they know they're into cat rescue. And they named him Agent Jack Bauer. I said, see, Agent Jack Bauer is there to rescue, especially Tony, because I think Apollo was Tony's cat, but everybody loved him. He was a family, but that was his baby, you know. And Little Agent Jack Bauer, he's a keeper. He's helping her take the grief away from the loss of Apollo. Nothing will ever replace Apollo. Look, I'm frozen. Am I supposed to be frozen? What's up with that? I'm frozen. I'm looking at me, I'm frozen. What the heck? Stop the audio recording for a minute. Okay, it looks like it's still working. Alright, so now I'm just going through all the beautiful things that Mama G sent. I got some more lights I want to put up in here. So I forgot where I left off. It's okay. But I did this so you could see. I am very, very appreciative of the blessings, the winnings, the gifts. I am appreciative. I am grateful. Because people are like, man, Christy doesn't put up any box openings, and she gets stuff and we don't get to see her opening it. Well, this is why I have computer problems. In fact, Connie wanted me to be a guest on her show the other day, Just Another Stitch. Connie, we were going to talk about fibers, and I couldn't because her internet was down, but it came back up. But my computer is too iffy. So now that I got this external mic, I'm hoping that I can, get a little more involved because then y'all can hear me, not just see me, but hear me. What's this? What have I got there? Oh yeah, like eyeglass case. Okay, eyeglasses case. And I won from Granny D, and I'm trying to make a poncho like Tank makes. I'm using the same pattern that I found on, she sent me over to the page where it's at, which I don't remember the name of it. It's given me a bit of a time. I'm up to just finished row 12 on it, and not sure I'm real happy with it, but I do love the yarn that Granny D sent me. She sent me Roll With It Sparkle. Oh man, the Shevitses, that's some beautiful yarn. And the color is Kaleidoscope. That looks like a hook she sent me. Where'd that hook go? What's that? I don't know what that is. I wish I could hear my old recording. That would be helpful. See? I've got goodies. Lots of goodies. I better go through the box and make sure they're still there. Oh, there's a sticker. I like stickers. We all like stickers. They're fun. But anyway, I guess I don't have much more to say. Just to say thank you to everybody who has blessed me. I am grateful. I'm just, you just make my whole month, I'm telling you, because I'm so depressed being that I'm being robbed. And this has been going on for years now. It's not this isn't a one-time thing. One time they broke in, I was over my friend's house all day celebrating my birthday. This is about 3 or 4 years ago. 3 years ago. And they broke in and stole one of my accordions. And, I make a report, and I guess, I don't know, they don't make very good reports around here, I guess. You would think he would have taken it to a pawn shop. It was an Irish button accordion. It's not your regular piano keys accordion. There's buttons on it. And it was in the key of BC, which is like the most desirable key. It needed tuning work on the bass row, the chord buttons. It needed tuning work, but the rest of the accordion was in beautiful condition, especially being it was vintage, like 60 years old. I still have another one, thank God. He hasn't taken that yet, but I'm sure it's on his list of stuff to steal. I have computers, I have a guitar, I have an old banjo, I haven't played that in forever. It's an old plunky one, it's better for claw hammer, it's not like the good one I used to have. Because I used to play five-finger banjo like Earl Scruggs, and man, I was good at it. I'd play 8-10 hours a day. And back then you didn't have the internet to learn from. I only had her old vinyl CDs, and I would slow the vinyl record, I would slow the record down to 16 RPMs so I could hear what they were playing on the banjo. And that's how I learned how to play Foggy Mountain Breakdown, because I had the original album, Flat and Scruggs, Foggy Mountain Breakdown, on Columbia Records. So, it's another thing, records. They're in the storage shed. I bet they cleaned me out of records. I had some vintage Soupy sales. I paid $75 for that, like 25, 30 years ago at a flea market. $75 for a Soupy Sales album. I also had Andy Devine. I have The Who. I had some very collectible vinyl. It just makes me sick that this man is now, he's in his 40s. There's no reason why he cannot get off his butt and get a job. Even if he has a felony on his record. Even trucking companies will hire you with a felony, and they have to wait 3 years before they hire you. Some companies it's 5, some companies it's 7, some companies it's, longer, 10 years. Some probably hire you tomorrow. They claim there's a shortage of truck drivers. I know there's a shortage of professional truck drivers. The ones out there now, stay away from them. They're tired, they're grumpy, they're monitored by every minute by the electronic log in their trucks, so stay away from them. Don't cut them off. Don't play games with them. Give them a wide berth. When you go to pass them, step on that gas pedal and pass. Hurry up, get past them. And when you get back over to get in front, make sure you have at least a good truck length of space between you and him. And don't step on the brakes. And take a whole football field to stop. That's a lot of yardage right there. And if the roads are wet, forget about it. It's going to take even longer. So don't think you can ever get away with letting a truck driver hit you in the rear end and think it's easy money. Because another thing, they all got dash cams now, just to show the idiocy that we deal with out there, or that I used to deal with out there. But I love you all so very much. I really thank you for listening to me babble on and watching my video. Whoops, where did it go? There it is. Watching the video. I'm sorry it didn't come out right the first time, but hopefully this time it will, and I can upload it today. I did get to watch Granny D. I don't know if Garden State Gardener is going on live today or not, because I forgot to register Friday night. I always forget to register. And you know what? I won from him 6 weeks ago. I still didn't get my prize, so I guess I'll have to email him and remind him, hey Joe, remember what I won? Because I promised that gift that I'm going to send that to Taylor LT, and I'm going to send her the amigurumi kit that Mama G sent me, because she loves amigurumi. So being that she loves it, I want to make her happy. I will send her that, so I get to share a blessing and bless someone else. And that's what it's all about, folks. That's what life to me is all about. Giving blessings on being blessed and sharing those blessings. I think Spring the Fiber Enthusiast says it best when she says, be a blessing. You're going to be on the planet, be a blessing. Small things do matter. Small kindnesses matter. I have a friend in Florida. She just told me how she gave these very expensive car seats away for babies. And the woman was in tears and hugging her. And it made her so happy. I said, you did a beautiful thing, Adela. Her name is Adela. I've known her since I played Mafia Wars back in 2008, 2009. Never met her in person, but she lives in Bradenton, Florida. And I always call her beautiful. She was my fairy godmother when I played Mafia Wars. So yeah, I've made some friends along the way on the internet. And now, of course, with the Crochet Community, which is the best community on YouTube, I'm telling you. I love you guys. You have a happy 4th of July. On the 5th of July, I'm going to be 69. It's a miracle. It's an absolute miracle. I used to think 40 was ancient. I didn't think I'd live to be this old. But God willing, the Lord don't want me yet, and the devil's afraid of me. Y'all have fun. Don't play with fireworks, especially the big ones that'll blow your hand off. That's another reason I'm deaf. I lit off a firecracker inside of a garage and was deaf for 5 minutes afterwards. It was so loud. So I learned my lesson with that too. That's when I was, 12, 13. Live and learn. Love you guys. Have a blessed one. Catch you on the rebound. That's me. Back in the day when I had a TV show.